Hello once again. Now, aside from the groups that we have created, so imagine that you are asking your student to write a paper, for example. They have a paper that they have to develop early at the midterms, and they need to pass that particular paper during finals or at the end of the finals. Of course, you need to make or ask them to make a draft of that particular paper at the end of the midterms, right? And for them to make that paper a very well written paper and a more founded ideas in that particular paper, so it's best to allow other students to review their paper. So you can do that in Canvas, in which you can ask them to make a review regarding their paper, and that will also allow the teacher as the instructor to evaluate that particular paper even better, because we already have a review coming from the student. So it's like a more directed now type of assessment during their paper writing. So with that, let's continue or where we left off in the particular assignment. So imagine this is a type of paper they are writing, and then we've written 100 points, text entry. Of course, we don't want this to do as a group, right? So we can leave it because this is a particular individual paper. You can see here in the below the group assignment, you have here peer reviews, meaning you will allow other students to review their someone else's work. So by clicking this, you can basically manually assign peer reviews that will be done after they submitted their paper, or automatically. I normally put automatically, so make sure that all students will have an equal opportunity to review other or someone else's paper. So you can put here 2 reviews per user. So meaning if I am student A, I've written a paper, before I can finish this particular activity, I need also to review 2 classmates. Okay, so my paper is also being reviewed by another 2 students. If I will use 2 per user, I normally put 2 instead of 3, 4, 5, because reviewing a paper is a tedious work. So I don't want my student to do extra job by doing that. So 2 is fine. So 2 per user, and then assign reviews. This is basically you have to set a time or a date in which they can now do their reviews. This one should be after the due date, or yeah, after the due date. If you leave it blank, basically it will use the due date, because you cannot ask someone to review someone else's paper if that particular student did not submit yet that particular paper, right? Because you can get ideas from that paper. So it will allow you the student to make the reviews if that student already submitted his own paper. So you can basically toggle this and modify it depending on the due date you want, or leave it blank and it will automatically use due date. So once you published it, in the student end, it will have another task for them to review it, someone else's paper, and then once they have reviewed it, that particular student will also receive that particular review for that particular paper. So this is something, just an extra function for Canvas assessment, but with that alone, that will also make their activity even meaningful. With that, see you in the next one.